absolutely. I think first and foremost, it's a heritage. You know, it's a cultural heritage, and in many ways, the same principles that we are taught through family values are reflected in the way that a teacher may take in the student how they're trained. I think at the core of FMA systems, anybody who comes into it is often treated as family, right? So for whatever purpose they come to train it for, whether it's for the realism, they're attracted to the movement, they're attracted to the artistic expression of it. Once you get in good with your instructor, you know, the first thing that you cannot have an FMA gathering without sitting down and eating, you know, and laughing. So I think that's a very valuable part where it's integrated, it's not separated, you know, so you get more of this familial influence into the way that people are trained and how they perceive the culture. So, you know, you and I discussed it earlier, Jared discussed it earlier, discussed it earlier, in that we approach it from a cultural point of view. You know, both you and I as Filipinos, our exposure to our own culture is what FMA adds to our own flavor of understanding and getting it into deeper, that it goes beyond just the practice of the martial arts. You know, and Jared can take his own spin on that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. My background and influence into the Filipino martial arts, you know, started with an actual journey into the Filipino culture. You know, I before I even got into the Filipino, what led me to the Filipino martial arts was some life decisions that I made that led me to come here to the Philippines, and at the age of 20, you know, going back 24 years ago. And I lived here in very secluded areas of the provinces, mountainous areas, the Bukids, the rice field areas in central Luzon, and deeply immersed into the culture, learned the language and the culture, and kind of came away from that 2-year experience with a deep love and appreciation for the culture, for the people, and having been a martial artist before that, as I kind of, at that time, during that time, became exposed to these Filipino martial arts, and then pursued it passionately after that. I found the Filipino martial arts as a way for me to stay connected to the Philippines after I had come back from that 2 years of living here, and it gave me a deeper appreciation for the beauty of the Filipino martial arts by virtue of it coming from this country. And so my journey, not being a Filipino, is a little different, but you know, started first and foremost with the cultural immersion that led me to this passion for the Filipino martial arts.